Title: Echoes of Stardom. In a future not far from now, where neon lights bathed cityscapes in an ethereal glow and holograms danced along the walls of towering skyscrapers, two artists stood at the precipice of an extraordinary collaboration. Quavo, a rap virtuoso whose beats resonated with the very pulse of the metropolis, and Lana Del Rey, the enigmatic siren whose melancholic melodies whispered secrets of the past and future, were about to create a masterpiece that would transcend time itself. Their meeting place was an abandoned recording studio, long forgotten by the masses but renowned among the elite for its legendary acoustics. It was rumored that the studio was built atop a convergence of ley lines, imbuing it with an almost supernatural resonance. As they entered the dimly lit space, the air buzzed with an eerie anticipation. "Are you ready for this?" Quavo asked, his voice a blend of confidence and curiosity. Lana smiled, her eyes reflecting the soft glow of the studio's vintage equipment. "I've been ready for this moment my entire life." They began to work, their voices weaving together like threads of a tapestry, creating a sound that was both haunting and beautiful. As they sang, the walls of the studio seemed to shimmer and pulse with their music, as if the building itself were coming alive. The beat of Quavo's rap intertwined with Lana's haunting vocals, forming a perfect harmony that resonated with the ancient power of the ley lines below. As the final note of their song echoed through the studio, the air shimmered, and the room was filled with a blinding light. When the light faded, they found themselves standing in the same studio. But it was different. The walls were pristine, the equipment was state-of-the-art, and outside the window, a bustling cityscape of a different era sprawled before them. "We've traveled through time," Lana whispered, her voice tinged with awe. Quavo nodded, his mind racing to grasp the enormity of what had happened. "Our music. It's like a key." They stepped out of the studio and into a world both familiar and alien. It was their city, but decades into the future. Holographic billboards displayed their faces, and snippets of their song played from every corner, resonating with an inexplicable power. People stopped and stared, murmuring in awe. "We've become legends," Quavo said, realization dawning on him. "Our music has changed the future." But as they explored further, they noticed a darker side to their fame. The city, while technologically advanced, was riddled with inequality. The elite lived in luxury, their lives governed by an oppressive regime that used their music as a tool for control. The song that had brought them here had been twisted into an anthem of tyranny, its beauty corrupted by those in power. "We have to fix this," Lana said, determination hardening her voice. "We can't let our music be used this way." Together, they devised a plan. They would create a new song, one that would counteract the effects of the first and inspire the people to rise against their oppressors. Returning to the studio, they poured their hearts into the music, crafting a melody that spoke of freedom, unity, and hope. As the final note of their new song echoed through the studio, the air shimmered once more, and they found themselves back in their own time. The city was as it had been, the studio worn and abandoned, but they carried with them the knowledge of what could be. Their song, "Tough," was released to the world, and its impact was immediate. It resonated with a power that transcended mere music, awakening a sense of resilience and unity in people everywhere. Protests erupted, and the call for justice grew louder. The future they had glimpsed began to shift, its course altered by the echo of their voices. Quavo and Lana became more than artists. They became symbols of change. Their collaboration had unlocked the power of music to shape reality, proving that even in the darkest times, art could light the way. And as the city's neon lights continued to pulse and glow, the echoes of their song reminded everyone that the future was not set in stone, but a canvas waiting to be painted by those brave enough to dream.